Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Mike and today I'm coming to you with a hip opening session. All you need for this session is some mat and some comfortable clothes. So hop on your mat and let's get started. We're going to begin in a wide-legged child's pose. So bring your toes together, bring your hips as wide as your mat, and just melt your chest to the mat. Float with your fingers to the top of your mat. Bring your skull to the mat and just take a moment to relax and center into this yoga practice. Maybe your monkey brain, your active brain is on, bringing in thoughts, bringing in ideas, jumping around. Just acknowledge its presence and use your breath to find calm in your body. Inhale and exhale through your nose. With each inhale, try to stretch your upper body, your hands towards the top of your mat. And with your exhale, try to push your glutes towards your feet. Maybe, just maybe, you have contact with your glute and your feet. Soften through your shoulders. Soften through your arms, your facial expression. Just relax your teeth in your mouth. You can take a smile here. And I invite you to close your eyes and just find your center. Whatever this means for you, try to give your own definition. That's a nice thing with yoga. There is no right or wrong. All the answers lie within you, so I invite you to use your intuition rather than seeking always from external sources. Use your intuition and go back within. The next inhale, lift up, press up through the four corners of your hands and bring your knees underneath your hips. The next inhale, we're going to go into a low lunge. Step your right foot between your hands and try to find a straight line between your knee and your ankle. Okay. Place your toes to the mat and press and lift your right knees away from the mat. You'll notice a stretch in your knees and with this stretch, bring your knees back to the mat. And you realize your hips are already opening. Move with your right toes to the front, and you can keep your knees here or just bring the back of your feet on the mat. Inhale, exhale. You can come to your fingertips, or you can use a block if you have a block or a pile of books to lift your body up. Inhale and exhale. Feel the stretch in your hips. Smile. Happy hips. The next inhale, come back to tabletop. We're going to do the left side. So the inhale, bring your left leg between your hands. Bring your right toes to the mat. Lift your right knee from the mat and press your leg, stretch your leg out and bring back your knees on the mat. Bring your feet on the mat and lift through the chest. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, bring your hips towards the mat. So with the inhale, you want to lift your chest. And with the exhale, you press your hips towards the mat. And if it's available for you, you can lift your hands from the mat. You can lift your chest fully from the mat. Just find what feels good. Know what level you are in your yoga practice. This could be a very intensive stretch if you're not used to. Inhale, exhale. The next inhale, lift And bring your leg back to tabletop. Smile. Yeah. Inhale, come back to low lunge. And from here, we're not going to stay so long in the low lunge. So find your low lunge. Inhale, lift your breast. Exhale, stretch your right leg and bring your skull towards your knee. And feel a stretch in your hip flexors. Inhale, exhale, soften through your upper body. Inhale, come back to low lunge. And exhale, bring your left leg back, your right leg back. If you notice, I have an issue with left and right. So inhale, bring your left leg, the right leg. Bring the left leg between your hands. Come to low lunge. Lift the breast with the inhale. Exhale, stretch your left leg. Bring your chest towards your knee. Bring your skull towards your knee. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, fold. Soften all through your body. Soften your expression. And with the next inhale, crawl back to the top. Inhale, lift, and exhale, come back to tabletop. The next inhale, you want to make a right step to the front of your mat. This time around, bring your right leg at the edge of your mat. And we're going to go into a dragon position. You can stay here, bring as much space between your legs as you need. Bring your right leg towards the right. You can stay here if you want. And if you want to go into the full dragon pose, bend your left elbow. And if you think you can still go further, bend your right elbow and bring it to the mat. Inhale, exhale. So I'm going to just switch towards the camera so that you have an impression of what I'm doing. So you have enough space between your legs. Your knee is on the mat. And your left elbow is on the mat. And your right elbow. Dragon pose. This is an extensive hip stretch. So try not to bring any tension. Release the tension in your shoulders. Release the tension. Release the tension in your shoulders. Release the tension in your arms. Relax your teeth. Relax your facial expression. Preferably you should have a big wide smile. Inhale, exhale. The next inhale, plant your right hand on the mat. Stretch your right hand, stretch your left hand, and come back to tabletop. Left side. Make a left step to the front of your mat. And make as much space, bring both hands on the inner side of your left leg and make as much space to the left as you need. So the more the space between your legs, the easier it is in this pose. So bring your right shoulder on the mat. Bring your right elbow on the mat. Left elbow. And just release, relax into this stretch. Open your hips. Inhale, exhale. It's common to have an emotional release in this position, in this hip openers, because we are at the center of our emotions. Our hips store our emotions, joy, stress. They're stored here. So if you feel like crying or you feel like just bursting out, just let it go. Just let it out, whatever feeling comes by. Welcome this feeling. Next, inhale, plant your left hand, lift through the left hand, and lift with the right hand, and come back to tabletop. You can wiggle your tailbone left and right, and we're going to go to our last exercise before Shavasana. We're going to our last pose here, pigeon pose. So step your right leg and bring your right knee close to your right hand and your right feet toward the left. Stretch the left leg to the back. Out your hips towards the back. Try to have a straight line with your left leg, so your left leg should be straight towards the back. And it really doesn't matter where your right feet are in this position. And try to sink your hips towards the mat. Listen to your body wherever you are at this point. Inhale, lift your breast. Exhale, melt your breast towards the mat. You can leave your hands left and right near your body, or you can bring your elbows towards the mat and just clasp the hand above your head. Inhale and exhale through the nose and just soften in this position. Try not to have a fist. Try not to grab your hands. So just place your hands very relaxed wherever they are. Smile. Inhale. Exhale. The next inhale, crawl with your fingers towards your upper body and press back up. Come back to tabletop. Left side. Inhale, bring your left knee close to your left wrist and flip your toes to the right. You can use your hands to move your toes to wherever you want them to be and stretch your right leg to the back, right knee in extension to your right feet in extension to your knees. Crawl to the top with your upper body, and if you want you could stay here or you could bring your elbows on the mat. You could bring your skull to the mat. And you can keep your hands near your upper body, or you could just grasp your elbows, opposite elbow, opposite hand, over your head. Inhale, exhale, soften. Relax your teeth, relax your facial expression. Smile, soften through your body, soften through the shoulders. Inhale, exhale. Enjoy this hip opener. Soften through your body, soften your expression. And with your next inhale, crawl with your fingertips, press up, and just sit on the left side. Send your right toes to the front, send your left toes to the front, and find your Shavasana. Lay on your back. Inhale, exhale, relax. Just feel the wave of relaxation crawling from your toes all the way through your legs, your hips. Bring your awareness to your hips and just notice how you feel in this region after doing some hip openers. Just let this relaxation wave crawl back. Just let this relaxation wave move up to your upper body, through your breast, your head, and all through your back body, from the head all the way to the toe. You can stay here as long as you like. Thank you for practicing with me. And remember to subscribe to my channel. That's the way to encourage free yoga online. Thank you for your time. Namaste.